you know you're beautiful, you're different, unusual.
Hey y'all, already know who it is.
No, we don't.
Okay, well, I'm Lachey, and I'm a freshman at Texas A&M Commerce, and I'm bringing this video to, shed some light onto the college experience and college life at Commerce, because, a lot of people have a lot of questions all the time. I had a lot of questions, so, I'm going to give back and, let y'all know what I didn't know coming in. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about housing first. Housing, if you've already been accepted, you should apply to housing like as soon as possible, because when it's time to select your dorm, it's going to go by a slot system, like a time slot system. So whoever applied to housing first will get first dibs on selecting a dorm. So you want to do that like as soon as possible, because the later your time slot is, you're gonna get the leftovers. You're not gonna have much of a variety. But I will say that you will be able to, it'll have like a room, it'll be like a room swap before you. I'm skipping. So when you apply to housing, it's gonna send you an email confirmation, and maybe later down the line, like the next month or so or two, it'll tell you when your time slot is gonna be. And when it tells you when your time slot is, it'll have like a date and a time that you go in and select your dorm. And once you do that, you will later be allowed to swap dorms if you like. If another one comes available that you want, that's what I had to do, because it assigned me to a different dorm that I didn't want to live in. So I had to wait until it was time to room swap before I got to campus. I had to wait, it'll be like a little while, but it'll be a room swap system. You'll be able to go in there and look at what's on there. I used to go in there every day and just look. So I'll be like, what's that? Oh, okay. Wait, oh, okay. Because, I was on it. I did not want to have to my bed, your bed. Nah, I don't want to roll over and look at you. What you doing? Nothing. Don't worry about it. That's just kind of a little weird for me. I've always liked my privacy, so I didn't want to downgrade leaving home. You know what I'm saying? So the dorm that I looked up and got, I got it. I was so lucky. I'm living in Pride Rock, which is Pride Rock and Phase 2 are the best, but you can't get Phase 2 until you're a sophomore. But it's the best. You have your own room, they have their own room, and both of y'all share one bathroom, and y'all have a living room. So it's pretty cool. It's like having your own apartment. You got your privacy, they got their privacy, and stuff like that. It's really cool. So you apply to housing early, get your time slot, and if you're assigned to a dorm that you don't want to live in, then wait on the room swap. And do your research on the dorms. I know Phase 3, which is the new one, it's your bed, their bed, and then y'all have to share a community bathroom with everybody in the dorm. And New Pride is for upperclassmen, so, don't even worry about that if you're a freshman. Smith and Barry, I think it's your bed, their bed, and you share a bathroom with the people next door. So it's 4 people per bathroom. And Pride Rock, your room, their room, share one bathroom, living room. Phase 2, your room, their room, share living room, bedroom. But Phase 3, don't worry about if you're a freshman. So that's that. And there is a $100 housing fee, so you got to pay that on the spot when you go to apply for your dorm and whatnot. And then also you get to set up a roommate profile. It's kind of like I don't want to call it a Facebook, but it's kind of like setting up a Facebook, but not really though. You put your preferences, the kind of music you like, if you allow visitors, how clean you are, don't lie, and stuff like that. It's best to be honest so you can get paired with somebody that'll work for you, or else you'll be living with somebody that y'all clash. They don't clean up but you clean up. They always playing music, you don't like music. Stuff like that. So you want to be honest on that. And somebody's calling me. Hold on. I'm sorry. I forgot where I was. But I don't know what I was talking about. yeah, $100 housing fee. Yeah, so you got to pay that when you're making your application. No, when you're doing your application. I'm sorry. So yeah, housing. Check that out. Let me see. Classes. Okay, so I can't speak about all classes, but your cores like math. Math is hard for me because I've never really been good in math, so it's really stressful for me. I'm saying that everybody has a different experience, but there is a lot of tutoring. People, there's ways that you can get help. We're in finals right now. I've never been so stressed out in my life, but it's only because if you plan ahead, like when you're doing all your assignments, because your homework is online, and so you'll have the due date and whatnot. They'll release it whenever. I don't like that at all, because it'll make you feel like there's a lot of work for you to do, which it is, on top of getting ready for an exam. But just try to do all your homework as soon as you can. Like, don't put it off, because then you'll have to do homework and study for an exam, and then eventually study for your final, and that's just a lot of work. Book reports. They gave us this book in common that we had to read before. At orientation, they gave us this book that we had to read before we got to campus, and then we had a book report. It depends on your professor, but my professor gave us a book report over the book due by December, which is the end of the semester. Don't put that off either, because then you're gonna be rushing last minute, and you're gonna be copy and pasting, and then you're gonna get a bad grade, and we don't want all those things. Not that I do, I don't know about that, but I'm just saying, this could happen. So don't do that. Just try to do all your book reports ahead of time. Go to tutoring, science classes. If you are a science major, you will have a lab that ties in with your science class, and that's a lot of work too. I thought I wanted to be a biological science major, but then I got in there and my heart wasn't in what I was doing. Like, I was bored. It's interesting to me, but it's not what I want to do in the end, so I had to change my major. So just make sure that you're going in with a clear plan, and that you're going to be really dedicated to it. Because if you take in science classes and you turn around and I want to go to business, then those things really don't go together. So you're going to have been wasted time and your money, and that's really important. If you're undecided, I want to do this, kind of want to do this, well, go undecided. Don't decide on a major just because you want to, get into something. Yeah, you want to get into something, but then again, you don't want to be, spinning around in circles either. So, notes. Take a lot of notes. They change the slides really fast, but just try to keep up, or take pictures if you can. But really write the notes down and take the picture. Like, don't just take the picture and then be like, I'll write it down next week. I'll do it next week. Nah, because then it'll never get done. It'll just forever be in your camera roll. Like, don't do that. So, take good notes. Classes, they're okay. When you go to orientation, try to pick an early orientation date, so that way you'll be able to have first pick of the classes. Because if you pick one that's like in July or like June, and you're supposed to start school in August, then you're gonna have the you're gonna have the leftovers, just like with the dorm. And if you know that you're not an early bird person, you want to go to orientation the date that's the earliest, so that way you can choose your evening classes or whatever you want to do. But if you wait till the last orientation, then you're gonna have to have them 7:30, 8 o'clock classes. Because nobody wants those. Like, you might luck up, but hey. It's up to you, whatever is best for you, just do that. Like, because now, I'm getting into the thing of, I've never really been, I've relied on my parents, but you know, I try to make stuff happen myself because that's how they raised me. So like, you know, this is you, not them. Like, you can't call your parents if you get a parking ticket down here. Like, that's attached to your name, so you gotta pay it. And I'm gonna get into the parking stuff in a second. And so, like, you know, when you're signing up for these classes and stuff, this is your responsibility. Like, if you don't go to class, I know y'all probably heard this a lot. If you don't go to class, nobody's gonna, you know, count it against you. You might get points off at the end of your grade for attendance, but you know, nobody's gonna, you know, care if you don't go to class. Nobody's gonna call home and say, oh, such and such was absent today. Nobody's gonna do that. So yeah, you know, and you gotta feed yourself, you know. Make sure I don't really like ramen noodles. I like the Chinese noodles. So whatever you like, you know, stock up on that. Make sure you have a lot of that. And what else? I feel like I'm skipping something. Okay, well, we just gonna go to the food. Food, you gotta feed yourself. You can have mini fridges, refrigerators. You can't have conventional ovens. You can't have crock pots. We have a kitchen. Every hall has kitchens in there. So bring a few pots. You know, bring some metal forks, not just all plastic. You know, bring you some stuff that you can cook. You know. Little pizzas, oh my gosh, they saved my life. Like, those Tostino's pizzas, they like, how much are they? Like $2? Oh my goodness, I buy those by the case. Like, they will really save your life too. And yeah, just whatever you noodles, you know, cheap food, bring that. And your hair, ladies, especially my sisters, y'all, bring stuff to do your hair. Like, cause look, I've been wearing a slick back for I don't know how long, and you know, my hair has grown like a whole lot. It's like, you know, down. I know you can't tell, but it's like it's down. It's past my shoulders now. But like, you know, bring your stuff to do your hair. If you got that one comb that lay your edges real good, but you're like, I can live without it. Nope, bring it. Bring all of it. You know, whatever it may be. Bring shampoo. Whatever you use at home that, you know, helps you in life. If it's a small thing, I'm telling you, bring it, because it will. You're gonna thank me. You could be like, she looked out for me, which I did. You know, bring whatever you use that helps your life go better. Bring it, because I didn't have shampoo. I don't know why I didn't think to bring shampoo, because I had a sew-in at the time, and you know, so. But bring shampoo though, like that's stuff that you will need, you know, just hygiene stuff. And what else? Try to see. School supplies, you know, of course. Just bring like some spirals, however many classes you have, bring a spiral. Algebra, I use 2 spirals, so you might want to bring 2 of each. A lot of pencils, a lot of pens, you know, stuff like that. Meal plans. Okay, so when you apply for housing, it's going to ask you to, housing and your meal plan application is the same thing, like it's together. So when you go in there to select your meal plan, make sure you know what you're selecting. Again, make sure you know what you're selecting. Okay? Because when you get here and you signed up for a 13 meal plan, when you know, for real, when you know you eat about 20 times a week, then you know, hey, I eat a lot too. I'm not saying nothing about nobody. So just, you know, be mindful, because they go a week by week basis. So if you sign up, if you choose the 11 meals, you only get 11 meals per week. So I'm gonna need you to do a little bit of math. You eat 3 times a day, 3, 6, 9, you know, whatever. You know, just make sure that you're signing up for something that will work for you. And the unlimited with the flex dollars. Flex dollars can be spent at the Starbucks or the Sandella's, which is a small cafe in the library, or the Lion's Lair, which is right next to the cafeteria. You only get $200. You get $200 or $100 based off of if you choose the unlimited 100 or unlimited 200. Unlimited means that you can go to the cafeteria as many times as you want during the week. Plus, you have $200 to spend in the Starbucks, the Sandellas, or the Lions Lair. Now, the 19 meal plan is you get 19 meals per week in the cafeteria, or you can go to the Sandellas, Starbucks, or the Lions Lair as 19 times a week. You can do either or. You can go to the cafeteria and either one of those. I feel like that one will be the best one. Well, that's the best for me because I do eat like a lot, but I don't eat unlimited, and I like to have a variety of choices. If you go to unlimited, then you can really just only eat unlimited in the cafeteria, plus the $100 or $200 per semester. The $100 and $200 is for the whole semester, not week by week. So if you like variety, you want to eat nachos one day and sip your Starbucks and have a muffin the next day, then you might want to try the 19 as well. I feel like that would be it just has more variety to it. That's all. And let's see, parking passes are $40 and they last you for the whole year. And freshmen can have cars. Don't let your parents try to tell you. You can have a car here. I have my car. I'm a freshman. You're going to need it because, Walmart is across the street. I don't know how you're going to get all your groceries over here without a car. People be stealing those Walmart baskets, which you can do, but I'm pretty sure you're going to look like a fool pushing that basket across the street. And, somebody might mistake you for a homeless person and hand you $1, which is not so bad because, we're all broke, So I'm just saying, hey, but, parking passes are $40, but there is limited parking on campus. Like there's special lots that you can park in if you're a student. So be mindful of that as well because you wouldn't want to get a parking ticket. Bike. You might want to bring a bike. So, you can ride around and not have to, take your car with you wherever you go and have to park it and find a parking spot later. It can be a hassle sometimes, especially if you're running late for class and you have to, stalk people to find a parking spot. Like, are you walking to your car? Can I get your spot? Like, that can be, it gets annoying. I do it all the time, but it gets very annoying sometimes. And I get tired of getting dirty looks from people. Like, yes, I'm trying to get your spot. No, I'm not really looking at you. Like, are you gonna give me your spot or not? So, but parking pass is $40. You go to the one-stop shop to get that, and whenever, I'm sure they'll give you a school tour whenever you get here. And this is a soft topic: depression in college. Like, you're all on your own now, and it's just you have to look out for yourself and stuff like that. I've always been a loner, to myself or whatever. So college, I thought that it was going to be everything that I wanted it to be, but true enough, like I get very lonely now, like, because it's just me and I'm used to my family. I'm used to kicking my sister out of my room and stuff like that, So having nobody to kick out, that might sound funny, but having nobody to kick out is kind of, I don't have anybody, like, but you have to be content with yourself when you get here. Like, don't come to college expecting that, it's a rainbow and it's glitter and it's going to be like High School Musical. It's not. Like, nobody looks your way. Nobody is going to stop and say hey to you. Nobody really knows your name unless you have friends. Friends are cool. Have friends, but I'm talking about when you're alone. You have to be content with yourself. You can't come here with the idea that it's paradise, because it's not. And it's not all the time. College, I'm not saying that college isn't fun, but you have to be content with yourself. Like, you can't rely on partying and having friends to have a good time. Like, you have to know how to, be alone, get to the work, and, hey, have fun with yourself sometimes. Because, if you're not, then you're going to be sad, and it's going to make you feel some kind of way. Because it did to me, and this is, I'm just telling y'all this because this is my transition. And if I can help anybody with the transition, then I would want to help you. Because it's not fun feeling like you don't have anybody, and that's how I feel sometimes. So I'm just saying, just trying to tell you so you know how to prepare for that when it happens. Or if it happens. I don't wish that upon anybody. you know. So yeah, so let me see, what else can I talk about? Cafeteria food. Cafeteria food is okay. They have a vegan, vegetarian, pizza, Italian, grilled cheese, cheeseburger. They have a 24/7 salad bar. They have a waffle station. And then the Blue Cafe, they always have a different bunch of stuff going on. The cafeteria does close at like weird hours sometimes. So you might want to have food in your room. I think it closes at like 7 every night. So, you know, if you're a late hour like me, you're going to be eating after 7, then you might want to have you some food to eat in your room. They say we can't have candles, so just bring air freshener. I like it to smell good. So, you know, yeah. Okay. Last but not least, if you're gonna have a roommate, if you don't know them, try to meet up with them before you get here, so you have a feel for, you know, how they are. That way you're not surprised when you meet them, because, you know, it could be a good surprise or it could be a bad surprise. You might think, oh, I like you, and then later on, I don't like you. You know, so you just want to have a feel of the person. You know, because you're going to be living with them, and you're going to, you know, be a little bit closer to them than you might want to be, because after all, you might be sharing a bathroom, and people don't clean how you clean. So, you know, try to get a sense of that. And, yeah, man, it's fun here. Like, there's always stuff to do on campus. Like, there's a bunch of organizations you could join. There's always a party or something. It's always music. The club inside the student Sam Rayburn Center across from the cafeteria is always, you know, fun. You know, there's stuff to do out here. Got a Walmart, Taco Bell, Domino's, McDonald's, Chicken Express, Subway, donut shop. We have 2 donut shops. And there's a lot of stuff in Greenville that you can do. Like, Greenville is like 15 minutes from campus. So there's, you know, you can go out there if you don't want to do nothing on campus. Yeah, and girl, and for my ladies again, there's a nail shop over here, y'all, and they do some nice nails. You know, if you want to ever get your toes done, stuff like that. And there's people on campus who do hair. You know, do your research. If you type in on like Instagram or something, TAMUC, people who do hair, they might have that in their bio. So, you know, you might find somebody down here. You don't got to make a trip to Dallas or whatever every weekend to get your hair done. Or if you do your own hair, bring your own hair products, you know. Or just rock a slick back. Slick back is the go-to. Like, just... And then you go, like, that's really the noise that if you make it sometimes. You know, you got to use a bunch of gel to get it right. Especially if you natural, you know, you got to get up in there. So, yeah, and if y'all have any other questions, you know, just comment below. If you like the video, go ahead, like and subscribe to your girl. I'm upcoming, you know what I'm saying? Support me, you know. Yeah, so, you know, like, subscribe, tag some friends. I don't know if you can tag. But anyway, you know, share it, get the word out. People come to Commerce, welcome, you feel me? It's pretty cool. It's a diverse school. It's always something to do. And it's the cheapest out of all the universities that I was accepted to. So, yeah, and it's doable. And, you know, get you a scholarship. Apply to scholarships before you get here, you know. Try to do that, you know, rack it up. But okay, yeah, you guys, so go ahead and like and subscribe again. So I hope you have a good day. Thanks for watching.
Don't you know